Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulihil kareem amma ba'd. Today we will discuss demonstrative nouns, asma'ul ishara, the nouns through which you point to something. In English, the parallels are this, that, these, those. When you have to point to something close, you say this. When you have to point to something far, you say that. For one article, you say this, and for two or more, you say these. And for distance, for one, you say that, and for two or more, you say those. In Arabic, the demonstrative nouns are as follows. You remember one thing, I believe, that in Arabic, there are three forms in terms of number: singular, muthanna, and plural. Singular for one, which is called wahid. Then muthanna, the noun used for two, and then is jama, noun used for three or more. Then we'll have a division of masculine and feminine too. Language truly represents the culture also. In Arabic culture, from the very beginning, there is a clear demarcation between the masculine and feminine. In English, it's basically a mixed society, and in English you hardly find the masculine and feminine form in all the nouns. So, we'll have one classification of the noun used for near objects, and then for far objects. Then there will be further division, form for masculine, mudakkar, and then you'll have a feminine form, that is muannath. Again, here you'll have the same division. You'll have a masculine form, mudakkar, and a feminine form, muannath. For one masculine, you will say hada for the close object, and for something feminine, you have to say this. You will say hadihi. Then for masculine and far, you will say dhalika. Sometimes lam is dropped and just zaka. Actual form is dhalika, but this is just an abbreviation of zalika. And for feminine, you say tilka. The first part of the Qur'an starts with Alif Lam Mim, Dhalikal Kitabu La Rayba Fi. And the third juz starts Tilka Rusulu Faddalna Ba'dahum Ala Ba'd. Then the plural forms for Hada and Hadihi both is the same. And that is Ha, Ha-ulai. Ha-ulai. And likewise, the ulaika. So, hada, haulai, hadihi, haulai, zalika, ulaika, tilka, ulaika. The singular and plural forms of the demonstrative nouns are mabni. You have already learned this word. Mabni are the nouns which appear same in the different forms of i'rab. Whether you are mentioning the demonstrative noun in nasab, rafa or jar form, it will continue to be hada. And the feminine form will continue to be hadihi. Similarly, zalika, zaka and tilka, and the plural form haulai, ulaika. This haulai doesn't mean it is jar form. Remember, from the very first day we are talking about the i'rab and harakat to be different things. Dhamma, fatha, kasra, these are harakat, movements. I'rab is something different. So, this is haulai in rafa form, haulai in nasab form, and haulai in the jar form. Ulaika in the rafa form, ulaika in the nasab form, and ulaika in the jar form. Similarly, hada will continue to be hada, hada, hada. This will continue to be hadihi, hadihi, hadihi. This will continue to be zalika, zalika, zalika. And this will continue to be the same, unchanged, tilka, tilka, tilka. But musanna, if you remember, I said musanna is without any exception. So, musanna of hada would be hadani. Hadani, it can be written this way also. Hadani. Same thing. Now, musanna in the rafa form is ani, and musanna in the nasab and jar form has to end at aini. So this will become hadaini. Okay? So this is rafa form, and this is nasab or jar form. Then hadihi would be hatani, and in the rafa form it will be hatani, and in the nasab and jar form it will come to be hataini. Hataini, it can be written like this, hataini. But musanna in the nasab and jar form has to end at aini sound. Hataini, hadaini. Zalika would be zanika in the rafa form, and in the nasab and jar form it will turn to be zainika. Zainika. Zanika and dainika. And tilka would become tanika, and tainika. So, hadani, hadaini, hadaini, ulai, haulai. Then hadihi, hatani, hataini, haulai. Zalika, zanika, ulaika. Tilka, tanika, ulaika. Now, just for the sake of understanding and to make it easy to remember, all the demonstrative nouns, asmaul ishara, which point to something close, they start with ha. Look, ha, 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 ha. And all which point to the farther one at the distance, they have kaf at the end. Ka, 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 and ka. Then the musanna has to have aina sound. So this is zaini, zaini, dani and zaini, tani and taini, and then again zani and zaini, and tani and taini. Basically, the musanna of masculine has to be zani and zaini. Look, zani, zaini, zani, zaini. And musanna of the feminine is tani and taini. Again see tani and taini. You add ha before tan, zani and zaini, it will become the ishara or demonstration to the close one, and you add ka at the end of za, ta and zai, tai, it will become a demonstration to the distant one. So, hada, hadani, haulai, hazihi, hatani, haulai, zalika, dhanika, ulaika, tilka, tanika, ulaika. Since this musanna form is always according to the rule, so you don't have to waste much of your time in remembering the nasab and jar form too. Just remember the rafa form, and this will, according to the law, will automatically be formed. So, just to remember, I'll repeat in front of you again and again. And first you just listen to me 2-3 times, and then start following me when I am reciting. Hada, hadani, haulai, hadihi, hatani, haulai, zalika, dhanika, ulaika, tilka, tanika, ulaika. Hada, hadani, haulai, hadihi, hatani, haulai, zalika, dhanika, ulaika, tilka, tanika, ulaika. Hada, hadani, haulai, hadihi, hatani, haulai, zalika, dhanika, ulaika, tilka, tanika, ulaika. Hada, hadani, haulai, hadihi, hatani, haulai, zalika, dhanika, ulaika, tilka, tanika, ulaika. Now you follow me. Hada, just repeat with me. Hada, hadani, haulai, hadihi, hatani, haulai, zalika, dhanika, ulaika, tilka, tanika, ulaika. Hada, hadani, haulai, hadihi, hatani, haulai, zalika, dhanika, ulaika, tilka, tanika, ulaika. Hada, hadani, haulai, hadihi, hatani, haulai, zalika, dhanika, ulaika, tilka, tanika, ulaika. Now 2 lines together. Hada, hadani, haulai, hadihi, hatani, haulai. Zalika, dhanika, ulaika, tilka, tanika, ulaika. Hada, hadani, haulai, hadihi, hatani, haulai. Zalika, dhanika, ulaika, tilka, tanika, ulaika. Hada, hadani, haulai, hadihi, hatani, haulai. Zalika, dhanika, ulaika, tilka, tanika, ulaika. Just for your convenience, both of them are this. Are you with me?
Yes.
This is this, and this is that. Are you with me?
Yes.
So, hada and hadihi both are for this. In English, there is no discrimination between male and female, masculine and feminine. So, the same word, this. But in Arabic, there has to be a division. For masculine, when you have to point to something masculine, you will say hada. And when you have to point something feminine, you will say hadi. Hada qalam. This is a pen. Zalika kursiyun, that is a chair. Because kursi in Arabic is a masculine noun. So I'll say hada kursiyun and hada qalamun. But table in Arabic is feminine. I'll say hadi mindadatun. Mindada, table, it's a feminine noun. So when I have to point to the pen, qalam, it's masculine. But when I have to point to the chair, I'll say hadhihi kursiyun. When I have to point to something further, I'll say dhalika babun. That is a door. But when I have to point to the car, I'll say tilka sayyaratun. That is a car. So you have to be very careful. To start with, you will be scared. Oh, it's very difficult. You have to differentiate between masculine and feminine. But very soon you will become familiar. And on top of that, the objective of this class is to have an understanding of the Qur'an. You will find the ayat already there in the Qur'an and you have just to understand them. But in addition, if you learn translation from Arabic to English too, that is just a bonus. When you have to say this book, so this is not a complete sentence. This is called in Arabic murakkab ishari. Ishara is demonstration. Isharatun is a demonstration. And murakkab ishari, the demonstrative construction. This book, that room, that car, this room, this chair. No, all these are incomplete construction. When you have to make such construction, very simple. First you will mention the demonstrative noun, say hada. And then the object which you are pointing to, you will bring as a definite noun with the alif lam in the beginning. For example, hadhal kitabu. Hadha al kitabu, but it will be read as hadhal kitabu. Like in the beginning of Surah Al-Baqarah, dhalikal kitabu. Dhalikal kitabu. That book. Tilkar rusulu. Tilkar rusulu. Tilka is singular feminine demonstrative noun. Look, this is tilka. But the rusul is messengers. Since this is a broken plural, so you know already the broken plurals are treated as singular feminines in Arabic language. So since this is a broken plural, so the demonstrative noun with it is singular feminine. Tilkar rusulu, those messengers. Tilkar rusulu, those messengers. But if you have to say, if you have to use the demonstrative noun as subject or mubtada of a complete sentence, then there can be no alif lam here. The khabar or the predicate would be nakira. Tilka rusulun. Those are messengers. Now this would be the translation. Tilka rusulun. Those are messengers. Hadha qalam. Hadha qalamun. This is a pen. Now this is a complete sentence. Hazal kitabu. This book. This is an incomplete sentence. This book. But hadha kitabun. This is a book. This is a complete sentence. This is a book. Now, if you have to, you have a murakkab izafi, like book of the boy. Book of the boy. Book of the boy is Kitabul Waladi. Kitabul Waladi, book of the boy. Now we take different scenarios. When you have to point to the boy, what will be the construction? When you have to point to the kitab, what will be the construction? If you have to point to the whole, what will be the construction? And you have to tell that book of the boy is this one. What will be the construction? Now different possibilities. Kitabul Waladi. First of all, we say, if you have to point to the walad, what will be the construction? That is, book of this boy. Sorry. That means you want to point out to the boy. What will be the construction? You would say, Kitabu Hadal Waladi. Kitabu Hazal Waladi. Sorry. Kitabu Haza Al Waladi. Read as Kitabu Hazal Waladi. But if you have to point to the mudaf, in this case, you are pointing to the mudafun ilayh of this construction. In this case, Hada will be in between the two. Kitabu Hadal Waladi. But when you want to point to the book, then you will have to say Kitabul Waladi Hada. When you have to point to the kitab in this construction, keeping it in incomplete construction, that is, you want to say book, this book of the boy. To say this book of the boy. In this case, this is this book of the boy. Kitabul Waladi Hada. Then the other possibility is you want to say this is book of the boy. That means this is the subject and book of the boy is predicate. Next possibility, this is book of the boy. This is book of the boy. You must remember that I told you that this helping verb is a dividing line between subject and the predicate, mubtada and the khabar. So in this case, this is mubtada and whole of this is khabar. It's a very simple construction. Just say hada and then kitabul waladi. Hada Kitabul Waladi. This is book of the boy. But if you have to make this as khabar of the sentence, that is to say, book of the boy is this one. Say, you want to say, book of the boy is this one. Now, this is in fact the khabar of the sentence. Now you will say, Kitabul Waladi. Now, not to get it confused with this construction, you will say, Kitabul Waladi huwa hadha. Huwa actually is a pronoun of singular masculine huwa in the rafa form. So, Kitabul Waladi huwa hadha. This will be translated as book of the boy. Book of the boy is this one. This is a complete sentence now. Book of the boy is this one. So we'll stop it here today. Inshallah, we'll continue with this next time. Akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.